Hello and welcome to another update video about Solana. So on the Solana chart, we are still in this extended third wave, possibly, okay, but would then have to be in the white count. We're going to talk about that in a minute because the price today saw that decline in wave 4, but I will discuss that with you when we zoom in to the smaller time frame. Looking here first on the 4-hour time frame, also for all new viewers. The chart is likely forming a 5-wave move to the upside. So we've got the wave 1 completed in July, the wave 2 in September, the wave 3 maybe complete, maybe one more extension, and then there should be a wave 4 at some point and a wave 5. That would form a 5-wave move, but it is embedded in a larger corrective pattern. So it started actually in December last year with an A wave. We had a drop down in the B wave. And this 5-wave move is basically a C wave. Now that can lead to a lot of different potentials on the chart, but in the short term it doesn't matter at all. So we shouldn't really, at the moment, I think we shouldn't really try to work out all the structures that are likely once we have wave 5 in place. At the moment, I think it's just important to understand, right, do we get another extension in the third wave? And what is the support for wave 4? Because if we break below that level, then another high in wave 5 of C will get very unlikely. So support, first of all, on the larger time frame is now at $47. Now that doesn't mean we go down to 47. It means that this is the support zone between $47 and $79, and we have to watch these FIB levels at $79.34, $59.41, and $47 for reaction should the price dip into this support area. So that means it's quite a bullish structure at the moment, should still get one more high after the wave 4 is complete. So that's the downside potential should the relevant micro support levels that we're going to talk about in this video, should they break. Now let's go to the 1-hour chart, because here on the 1-hour chart you can see that this structure that we talked about yesterday is likely unfolding. So we were talking about the targets here, $119.50 and $125.60. That is a level that led to a rejection today. And then I told you that, okay, to basically rule out, you could say, any further extensions within the yellow structure here, we need to see a break below the Sunday low, and that happened, okay? But I highlighted to you, okay, if we get one more high, it's likely the white structure. So basically we cannot rule out one more extension. And I think the entire pattern would look better with one more extension. It doesn't need it, okay? I've got the yellow count, you could say that's my alternate count, where the overall top in wave 3 is already in. And then I would say, in the primary count, one more high above the above yesterday's, above the Monday high is preferred currently. And now I need some evidence for that, and I can really only get evidence once we see the price break above $126, make a new high, and then we talk about targets of around about $134.79 and $147 next in wave 5 of 3. In that scenario, if we get one more high, the overall support area also needs to be adjusted. But this is the support that now we need to be watching for. So we're basically just dealing, so there's one bullish count, one, you could say, short-term bearish one. In the short-term bullish one, let's talk about that first. In the short-term bullish one, this here is a wave 4 pullback, and the price should move up in a wave 5 to those next Fibonacci levels that are already indicated. That's the short-term bullish one. Condition is that the $89.80 level is not broken, or we shouldn't break and sustain below it. So that is one scenario. That's the short-term bullish one. Now let's talk about the second scenario. There are really only two that I'm watching for at the moment. In the second scenario, the price is already in wave 4. The third wave has topped, and we're going to see probably several week-long complex correction, or at least long correction into this larger support area. But I need to see evidence for this with a break below $89.80. Now let's zoom into the short term, because here this is now all about short-term price action within the preferred scenario, which is the short-term bullish one. Could the wave 4 already be in? Yeah, I think so. You know, it is possible. But it looks a bit like a 5-wave move. So you can count that actually as an ABC structure. It's quite straightforward, actually. You could say, okay, we had here our A, B, C, where the A wave was actually the 3-wave move. Then we had a B wave and the C wave. This is entirely possible. If we measure the length of the A wave, go to the high of the B wave, and there you go. The reason I say that is that typically for a C wave, we're looking for the 100% extension level. And that was at $103. It was reached and the price reversed. So it is an ABC, certainly a possible ABC. Now, obviously now to confirm that a low has formed, I need to see a break above that $126 level. Until then, you could say within this scenario, there's even a chance for a wave 4 to go a little lower. Therefore, instead of trying to figure out the best and perfect microstructure here, just be aware that this is support at $89.80, and the price could easily form a more complex wave 4 before attempting a start in wave 5. So that's sort of what I'm watching. There is a small micro resistance at $117.40. So I think if we get a break above that level, that would already indicate that this 4th wave is over. But let's just see what the market tells us. At the moment, I see this pullback as a corrective structure. And okay, to me, it doesn't matter if it's just the A wave of a larger ABC wave 4 or if the wave 4 is already over. So far, as long as the $89.80 level is holding and the price does not sustain below it, a high in wave 5 is possible. Just a reminder of the targets. Another high for wave 5. A reminder of the targets. We talk about $134.79 and $147.47 next. And that would be a larger degree 3rd wave. So that should give you all the relevant levels to watch, really all the parameters for this preferred white scenario. We discussed here the primary scenario, which is the short-term bullish one. And we also discussed the alternative count, which is short-term bearish. There are very clear levels to watch and very clear levels that decide between the two. So I hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.